This car is truly American. It is made in China, has American name, and marketed all over the world as slight American GM product, just like iPhone, Nike, and everything else that we happily consume. It was developed for Chinese market, and for some strange reasons, they are not sold in United States and Europe. Menlo is spotted in Uzbekistan, UAE, Pakistan, and India, but in all those countries, cars are sold by great dealers, not by official dealers. GM makes good money from Menlo in China without heavily investing in marketing, and also Chinese government gives huge perks to EV manufacturers and citizens that choose EV cars. And great dealers line up to buy all that they can from the Chinese entrepreneurs that resell the cars after they buy it with the perks, with the discount from the government, and resell them to the general public of all over the world. Because in China, foreigners cannot directly buy cars with those tax benefits, so it's easier just buy from the local Chinese people. Now the bonuses from governments and different incentives when you buy EV vehicles are less, but still there, and it's still better to buy from local Chinese people than from the official dealership. In true GM tradition, Chevrolet MENLO shares the same platform and all the technology with Buick Velite 6. The only difference is that Buick is sold as plug-in hybrid or fully electric, but Menlo is sold only fully electric. But basically underneath they're the same cars. I like the design of Menlo, and I have this crazy theory that Ferrari stole some of its looks, just copy-paste them to their new SUV. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. Car looks modern and pleasant, and it feels good for my eye. It reminds me of beautiful person. It reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. My wife does not agree with me, but who cares what she thinks. This is my review, I can say whatever I want. It's really nice and a pleasant car to look at. Front is smooth. We have vents that improve acceleration, help reduce sound, and improve range of the car. Aerodynamics were not ignored in this vehicle, and each curve has purpose, just like young Monica Bellucci's body. When you look at this car from side, it has this stylish German estate feel to it. I like the back of the car, and I like it from any angle. The car is very appealing. Only thing that I do not like about this design is the wheels. They do not belong here. Those 70-inch wheels more belong to the muscle cars era. They have this muscle car feel from but not for the EV cars. Welcome to the world of the most unique interior in the EV market. First of all, we do not have touchscreen, and I think this is the first car that is fully electric, costs more than $20,000, and does not have a touchscreen. Dealer told me that it can be installed without any bugs for $500 extra US. And I'll be honest with you, there are not many toys here. Spartans had more utilities than this car. We don't have cruise control, we don't have heated seats, no panoramic roof. I think we have climate control and electronic windows, and basically that's it. And yes, I almost forgot, we do have sport mode, eco mode, and normal driving mode. Global chip shortage is squeezing everybody's balls very hard, and I can feel it right now driving this car. What we do have is spacious and very smart interior. This is Bakhtiar, and he's so tall that his cabbage head cannot fit into the camera shot. I asked him to adjust driving seat so he would feel comfortable, and I sat right behind him. And with his sitting position, I got in without any problems, and I didn't feel very comfortable, but I got in, and his height is 198 centimeters, and that's a lot. All the buttons and switches are from the GM cars. Also, gear shifter is very useful. But the best feature in this interior are the cup holders. After I saw this wonderful miracle, I thought to myself, why car manufacturers spend tons of heavy cash on developing cup holders when you can just give customers 2 plastic lines and all the luck in the world so they will feel comfortable doing whatever they want with it, and spilling stuff, not spilling stuff, it will be their fault because they assembled the cup holders, and that's just a great idea. Also, very interesting feature is that GM did not skip on the sound isolation. Almost did not skip. Front windows have double glass, but for some reason back windows have just one single glass, that's it. When I look at the interior, I do have feeling of some emptiness. Especially inside of me, I feel empty. It's like I'm half naked and everybody look at me while I'm driving this car. This is how it feels like without all the gadgets that you usually have for this price range and in this modern world with any car that you drive. Trunk is huge. Usually when interior space is big, trunk is miserable, but here we have space everywhere and that's nice. Under hood we have some wires and computer blocks. Also somewhere there's a 52.5 kilowatt battery and generates 110 brake horsepower and 350 newton meters of torque. Top speed is 150 kilometers and 0 to 100 km will happen in the 9 seconds. Car is front wheel drive and basically it's a nice ride. Fully charged it will do 410 kilometers, but dealer claims that it will do 518. Fully charged it will do 410 kilometers, but dealer just told me it will do 518, so I have no idea who to believe. The numbers that I found in internet or the numbers that dealer told me. So if you have any knowledge, let me know in the comments. Now let's talk about price. In UAE, prices starts from $25,000 for exactly same Chevrolet MENLO. In China, they are from $22,000. In Uzbekistan, they are from $31,000. And in Russia,
why the fuck would they go to the Russians? Why the fuck?
Nobody sells cars to Russia right now. I'm very confused why MENLOs are not sold in the US. Quality of the interior is way better than Chevrolet Equinox 2022, and if we add some of the gadgets here, I think it will be a huge success and it will have very big demand in the US market.
At last I'm driving Chevrolet MENLO and I have many impressions. First of all, it's a little bit hard. When you drive it, you feel that it's harder than VW ID4, but it handles much better. Another thing is slight touch of accelerator, wheels are spilling immediately. There is not the right way they made the car that it distributes the power between two wheels. It's front wheel drive, and when you press it, it's just all over the place. Another thing that is strange is when you drive it in normal mode and then you change the mode during the driving, and God forbid you are slightly touching the brakes and then you change the mode and this happens. So what happened right now is I changed to the eco-friendly mode where it recuperates the energy and it just slammed the brakes, and if you do it while driving, somebody gonna kiss your behind in the traffic because it will stop immediately. That's a disadvantage, very big one, so be careful. I warned you about that. Another thing is it's very simple to use. I mean, this is the base model, of course, but I mean, everything that I want is near me. Just everything's predictable. I didn't even look at the gear shifter when I changed it, and that's a nice thing. Also, all the buttons are very familiar from GM. I mean, this is a GM car, Chinese GM car, and everything is very familiar here. Doesn't feel like 110 brake horsepower car. It feels more. It feels like about 200 because, of course, it's electric. But anyway, response is very fast. Also, it's not car for fast driving. It is more for family cruising, because it can do it as any electric car. It has the torque, it has the power instant, but you feel that car doesn't want it. You just feel it, just like here's the full throttle. Yeah, it slides, it glides, but nothing. Just no emotions. I'm just driving it. Yeah, very hard ride. Also, good thing about this vehicle is it doesn't make any fake noises like ID cars. ID cars, they just like from the future. When you're driving it, they make noises. They must show everybody that they're on the road. Be careful. But this one, if it will hit a pedestrian and pedestrian will say, I didn't hear it, it's pedestrian fault, not the car's fault. This is like basically, and I like it because you must use, you know, all your senses when you cross the road. But this car doesn't care about it. Just no noise at all, just full throttle, nothing. Usually electric cars, through the speakers inside and outside, they make some kind of noise, but here, quiet as my ex-girlfriend during sex. Same, nothing here. Another pleasant thing is that I feel very comfortable here, very, very comfortable. I just sit here and drive it from point A to point B. Nothing bothers me. I mean, it's not luxurious car, of course. I'm not very relaxed, but anyway, for the money that it costs right now, you know, it's okay. Also, quality of materials is a little bit cheap. I mean, the steering wheel is cheap. I would add some leather here. Another great feature about this car is the sound isolation. Usually electric cars do not have it, like in this segment, in like cheap segment. You hear everything. You hear others people's thoughts inside other cars. This is how bad the sound isolation. But here, as I said before, you have double glazed windows, some sound isolation here, but aerodynamically, car is great. You do not hear any other unnecessary noises when you drive it. It's just very clean, very nice, and just pleasant to drive it. You know, there's no annoying things here. I can see everything through the side mirrors. They are very big, and I see every detail. The rear view mirror is useless because, first of all, the window at the back is very small, so you don't see anything, and the main mirror is very small, so backup camera is like a must here. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what do you think about this wonderful vehicle. Would you buy one? Big thanks to the Jess Motors. They provided this car, and if you're interested, they have another electric cars. Link is below. Don't forget about charity project called Food for Life US. They feed homeless people every Saturday. They need financial support, or if you're in Uzbekistan, volunteers. Take care, and please let me know in the comments everything you think about my video. Take care and bye bye. Handles better. It's you feel more power in it.